When longtime food journalist Howard Seftel started writing about the Phoenix food scene in the 1990s, he wasn't sure he'd even have enough restaurants to review every week. Back then, he says diverse cuisine was limited.
But in those days, I was doing things like bakeries, food courts, sandwich shops. And the one distinguishing thing we had were high-class resorts with very, very fancy restaurants.
But as more people with different backgrounds moved to the valley, so did the new flavors.
We have something like 45 or 50 different countries represented. Entrepreneurs understood that we can build restaurants and they will come, and they did.
Too bad there isn't smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision.
After retiring, Seftel took his words to the small screen with a YouTube series about the Phoenix culinary scene. When he finally got to meet one of the restaurateurs who was just starting out in 1994, Marc Tarbell.
I had 3 goals: stay open, be a big contributor to my community, and number 3 is going to be a shocker: stay open.
The fine dining restaurant had white tablecloths but served everyday comfort food. Tarbell says consistency is what keeps people coming back at a time when diners have more options than ever.
The first thing I ever served in this building before it was even open was salmon. It was this dish that we do today, and I've tried to take it off 3 times with just terrible result.
Getting recognized is nothing new for Tarbell. He's added television host to his resume and is one of many so-called celebrity chefs in town, a title that didn't even exist when he was first starting out.
But 25 years ago, I never would have thought it would happen ever in my life.
He, like dozens of other Valley chefs, has appeared on Food Network shows like Iron Chef and Chopped.
You've been chopped. Judges?
There's way more talent and more sophistication at every level from the people coming up in the industry.
And today, that talent comes in many forms. The rise in food trucks over the last 2 decades proves success no longer requires formally trained chefs, and it launched a new venture in the Phoenix food scene: the Street Food Festival.
That they are successful here in Phoenix without a pedestrian culture kind of speaks to our love of food and our sense of adventure with the food scene here in town.
David Titus started the Arizona Taco Festival 10 years ago when there was only 10 trucks in town total. Now he says there are more than 300.
And they decide, I'm gonna live the dream. I'm gonna quit my corporate job and I'm gonna hit the road and do my food truck thing.
Titus says he's witnessed a major change since he moved in the Valley in '94, especially impressed by how young people are more into food than ever.
I think about college kids today, and they're going for high-end tacos. They're sitting down for meals. We never sat down, like it was just a grab and go kind of thing.
Back then there was no Yelp and no Instagram, so no one was snapping a pic of their meal to share with anyone. Now it's how some people make a living.
As much as I like to make fun of people taking pictures of their food, it's part of the puzzle that builds our food scene.
Social media plays a big role in how we eat and interact with the businesses, and it only helps to spread the word that Phoenix is still an underrated foodie destination.
Oh, I think the trend is definitely upward. I don't think there's any holding us back.